Hello everyone, Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn, coming to you from a nice cooled down Tucson, Arizona due to our monsoon weather. Oh, it has been wonderful. So last night we had quite a big storm come through. Hello Jennifer. So the storm came blowing in last night, and it was kind of funny. My son is very recluse and normally just stays home. He just turned 18 years old. He doesn't like to go to many places. He gets a lot of anxiety. Hello, Becky. Hello, Rhea. So he really kind of just hunkers down and stays at home, doesn't go out driving much and going and doing anything. Hello, Kay. So last night he got invited. Hello, Peggy. He got invited from a couple of his friends to go to the bowling alley. Woohoo! You're in Tucson too. That's wonderful. Yes, I am out in 3 Points, Arizona, so I'm pretty rural out here. So that's why sometimes you guys might have a little bit of a delay on internet, because I am out here in the, I can't say the sticks, but I can say that we are out here in the middle of the desert. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Lisa. Welcome, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming in. So yes, so last night he got invited. So last week, a couple of his buddies had asked him to start a bowling league. And because of his, hello Marcia, because of his anxieties, he didn't really want to go. But I was like, come on, dude, you have to get out. You have to have fun with your friends. You're 18 years old. You know, just go out and do this. So he left quite a bit earlier in the day because the tryouts, or whatever the heck it is, was supposed to last at least like 3 hours. So about 8 o'clock rolls around and we get this big, huge storm come in, and it was rather quick that it came in, because I had walked out to our back door, looked out back because I saw the lightning going off. I heard the thunder, and then all of a sudden it started pouring, like just downpour. It was ridiculous. I thought, oh my gosh, my house is gonna float away. But so my mom calls me and she's like, oh my gosh, you know, are you guys okay over there? And so everything was good. And then I told her, I go, yes, everything's good here, but my son is in town. And he's 18, but he doesn't, like I said, he's recluse. He doesn't leave the house very often, so he doesn't go out and drive very often. He does have a driver's license, he has insurance, he has all those things, but he just doesn't really go anywhere. So I told her, and since we don't get rain too much here in, you know, Tucson, Arizona, I had, you know, was kind of worried that, does he even know how to turn the windshield wipers on? What a silly thing to ask, right? But since it doesn't rain very much, and I don't think he's ever had to drive in the rain, to be honest with you, isn't that kind of goofy? So I was kind of panicking. So I call him and I said, oh my gosh, dude, I go, a big old storm has just blown in. I think you should stay at the bowling alley and just keep bowling or whatever, hang out with your friends until this blows by. And he goes, well, we're going to be done here in about 45 minutes, yada, yada. I said, okay, well, it should, because our rains don't stay very long. They normally come in, dump a lot of rain, and then they leave. So I told him, I go, okay, you're going to be good. So then he calls me or texts me in about 45 minutes, lets me know that he's heading home. So I was like, okay, great. So he comes heading home, and then all of a sudden, and the rain had stopped by this time. So I was like, okay, awesome. He's going to be just fine. And before when he texted me, let me know that he was heading home, I said, just make sure you don't drive through any flooding. He's like, well, Mom, I'm in the Suburban. I've got 4-wheel drive. And I go, I don't care how many wheel drive you have. If there's a flood, do not drive through it, because any vehicle will take off and float down the raging river. So just don't drive through anything that is extremely deep. If there's other cars stop, you stop too. I don't care what kind of vehicle you're in. Just be safe. So he says, okay, Mom, I'm going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. So he comes home, and then all of a sudden, I don't want to keep texting him because I know he's on the road and he's driving. Hello, Alma. Hello, Sheila. And so I told, So my husband was like, just let it be. He will be fine. He is a very, very safe driver. And I know that, but it's still my baby. I mean, I'm still freaking out thinking that he doesn't know these things. And so another storm comes in, and then I start freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, he is on the way home, and it is now dumping again, round 2. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let it be. I can't call him. I can't text him because I don't want him to take focus off of the road to worry about the phone, because that's not smart. Hey, gee, mom, you killed your kid because you're too busy texting him and calling him. Okay, no, he'll be good. So he gets home and he goes, wow, he goes, I thought you said it was storming. I was like, it was, like it just stopped. And he said, I never had to turn my windshield wipers on once. I was like, well, God was watching over you, my friend. He said, he goes, yes, down the road, though, he did see, hello, Anna. He said he did see some of the flooding where he could definitely tell that we had gotten hit because it was going through, but it wasn't crazy enough that he couldn't drive through it. So, you know, that's when you're just like, whew, sigh of relief. He's home. All is well. Y'all know if you all are mamas and you've got kids, and once they start driving and spreading their little wings, it's kind of a tough thing to deal with. I mean, I've done it with my older daughter. Circumstances were way different with her because she had gotten pregnant at 17 and was due with my granddaughter on her actual 18th birthday. And then she decided to move in with the boyfriend when she turned 18. So it was like her situation was completely different. She was already with someone. They were, you know, already living their life and doing things. So, you know, it was different with her. I knew she would be good, but with my son and, you know, his anxiety and stuff, I always just kind of freak out about him. Absolutely, right, Peggy? It's just kind of one of those things. Well, I know Jennifer just told me where. Okay, so yeah, you're right here in town. Woohoo! Well, we might have to get together and stamp one of these times. I am going to be having a, it is called a card buffet. It is going to be held at the Tucson Mall. It's going to be in one of the game stores there. My husband goes in and he plays Dungeons and Dragons with them, and he is one of the DMs for the group. So they have kind of given him kind of free range and told him that I could use one of their big game rooms for my card classes. So I think probably mid to late August, because the first week of August we have to take my daughter into, hello Carol, we have to take my daughter up to PCH, to Phoenix Children's Hospital, for a extensive couple of night EEG. And then after that, I've already gotten most of the cards ready. So I just have to get the buffet ready, and then I will be planning on having that card buffet. So yes, I will definitely let you know. The best thing to do is go over to my blog, which is stampinthepinkbarn.com. And it will, as you're on my blog, it will pop up, say, to subscribe to my newsletter. And then that's when I will keep everybody informed on when that's coming up. Because I'm also going to be having one of my huge annual sales. It's going to, I've never had one before, and that's why I have so much surplus of Stampin' Up! Product that I need to like just get rid of, because as a demonstrator, I can't use past products to share with you guys, because you guys have to be able to purchase what I'm showing, right? Because what would be the point of that? So I think the second week of August, we are going to be holding the big sale, and that will be online. I will be doing exactly like what I'm doing right now. I will be doing a Facebook Live. It will probably be a private event, and I will create that. And then anybody who is a part of my Pink Barn Stampers group, so if you would like to join that as well, please become a part of my Pink Barn Stampers group. That's also where we hold my mystery stamping, if you want to be involved in that. I also share things over there like PDFs that I can't share on my business page. But yeah, I will keep everybody informed when all those things are coming up. So woohoo! Our house is getting closer and closer to going on the market. We meet with the new realtor, not tomorrow, Wednesday, and she is going to go down. I have wonderful pictures of which I'll get posted here coming up soon of the new flooring. Not that you guys have seen the old flooring, I mean, besides the people who've already been to my house, but the floor looks absolutely amazing. Hello, Denise. So the floor has been redone. They are getting ready to, what else does he have to do? I think the flooring, I think that's it. Because I think he got all the painting done. I think he got all the doors. I'm already moved into the house that I'm going to be staying in. I'm actually selling my house. My other house is 3 miles away from me. But my parents have a big piece of property here up in, it's more towards like Sarita Mountain Road, if you've ever heard of that. They have a big piece of property up here, so we have 2 houses up here. One is my parents. They just had a brand new house built, and then I moved into the older house that they have, so I could be here with my parents and help them out and everything. How do we join the Pink Barn Stampers group? Okay, so all you have to do is go onto Facebook, and you search up in that little top search bar. Just type in Pink Barn Stampers, and it will bring up that group. And so you click on that, go there and hit join. My only requirements for that group is that you have a photo on your Facebook page, because there are a lot of bots and all that kind of stuff. There's also trolls that will like to try to get in there and mess with things. There's hackers, and they're busybodies and they need to get a life, but whatever. So I require you to have a photo on your Facebook page, and you have to have current current status, I guess you would say. So in other words, if I can see that you haven't posted anything for like 2 or 3 years, then clearly I know you're not an active person. So I'm not going to accept somebody like that into the group if they're not active on Facebook, because then that normally means that it is somebody who's been hacked and somebody's using that account for other things that I want to keep us all as safe as possible. So yes, that's a photo of your cat is perfectly fine. I mean, I really don't care what the photo is. It's just to make sure that, because people will duplicate, and that's why I don't just go off the photo, but I go off the fact that if the person, how active the person is on Facebook. So that's how I kind of determine to let people in there. Just so, like I said, we're trying to keep everybody safe, because Facebook is forever being hacked, and there's people out there that just can't mind their business and have to worry about other people's. So I try to do that just to keep us all safe. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around here. We have a couple of things to go over, since tomorrow is August 1st. Today is the last day to get your bonus coupons. So what you need to do is go over to my Stampin' Up store, shopdannygarola.com, and spend every $50 that you spend. Now that's in product, so that's before shipping and tax. You are going to get a digital coupon that you can use and redeem in the month of August. So you spend $50, every $50 you're going to earn a $5 digital code. Now, I want you guys to make sure that when you earn those codes, that you're either screenshotting it or you're copying it down on a piece of paper so you don't lose those emails. Because once you place your order of $50 increments, you're going to get a email from Stampin' Up. That's going to have your codes in it. So I want you to make sure you keep those codes safe and you have those at all times so you don't lose those. So just to let you guys know that. We've got some great things coming up in August, and that's when you can redeem those $5 coupon codes. Whoop, whoop. And if you're a demonstrator, you do know that in the month of August, starting August 2nd, you can start pre-ordering your products out of that brand new beautiful catalog for September, December. This is our, I'm gonna say it's our holiday catalog. I know we don't call it that, but yes, it is just amazing. We as demonstrators have the opportunity to see it before our customers do, so we can kind of get ourselves set up to show product and all that kind of stuff. So we have already seen the PDF of it, and let me tell you guys, holy bananas, it is gorgeous. And I know I say that with all of our catalogs, but no, for real. The catalog is different than most of our other holiday catalogs that I've seen. They've really done an amazing job with revamping and their designs of their stamps. It's just, it almost has that hometown kind of feeling, kind of a, I don't want to say rustic, but it's just, it's warm. It's a warm catalog. I guess that's what I could say. The new Halloween sets that are out are just adorable. I'm in love. We've got some amazing fall, some pumpkins and some leaves, and oh, it's just, you guys, I am just gonna be spending too much money. Let me just tell you that much. So those of you who have made purchases with me up to 6 months ago, I have already put you guys on my mailing selector. So all of you who have placed orders with me are going to be getting mailed a catalog. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that you can't get a catalog now. That's just going to come straight from Stampin' Up! And get mailed to you. That is the easiest and quickest way for you to get a catalog. But if you would like a catalog, you can always message me here on Facebook, and what I require for my catalogs is that you just place a $25 order, and then that will instill that I will send you a catalog. Otherwise, you will just pay shipping for the catalog if you're not near me. If you're near me, I can always bring you a catalog. That's not a big deal. Otherwise, you pay shipping, which is the $8.95, because it has to be priority shipped with those kind of catalogs. So it's either you place a $25 order with me and then let me know that you want the catalog, or you can simply pay for the shipping and then I can send the catalog. The catalog is always free. It's just I have to pay that $8.95 shipping to send those catalogs out. So that's how I do that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna flip you around. Okay, hold tight, don't get sick. We don't get sick when we're crafting. So close your eyes and I'll get you guys flipped around here. Thank you guys so much. I've seen so many of you guys sharing this video. That helps me so much with growing my business and getting my videos out there. Hello, Linda. Okay, Sheila, so, or who is it that just said that they asked to join the group? Okay, Lisa, you just joined the group. So when I am done here, I will then go over there and I will approve you on the group, okay? Just so you know, if I don't get it done within like the next hour and a half, just know it's because I'm here in this video. Okay, so our current paper pumpkin is the Meaningful Flowers. This is available through August 10th. Our paper pumpkins run from July, or from the 11th through the 10th of the following month, just so you know. So if you're a subscriber, you'll know that that's when those are going to, you're going to see the new graphics and everything pop up for you. The August paper pumpkin is full of flowers that carry a sweet meaning. The blue forget-me-not represents loyalty and reminds you of your favorite memories with those you care for. The lotus blossom represents overcoming challenges and encouraging those around you. With this kit, you can create special paper crafts that are personalized for your loved ones in both design and significance. So this kit is going to be absolutely gorgeous. You're going to get a exclusive stamp set that always comes with your paper pumpkin, but just know that this month when you get this kit, you're going to get an additional free stamp in this kit. Stampin' Up! Is going to thank you for being a subscriber and give you an extra stamp set in there. That's always an awesome thing. This is going to make 8 cards for each of 2 designs, 8 coordinating envelopes, 1 pretty peacock Stampin' Spot, 1 photopolymer stamp set, pre-cut paper pieces of watercolor designs, and enough adhesive to complete your projects. So it's pretty much an all-in-one kit. You won't need to add anything to this. I mean, okay, so maybe you might need a pair of scissors, but other than that, the kit comes with everything that you need to put your cards together. They've already got it all pre-cut for you. They've already got measurements done. So just so you know that. So for the month of August, starting tomorrow through the 31st of August, all of our Stampin' Up! Kits from our kits collection are going to be up to 30% off. Again, these are all included stamp kit or all-in-one stamp kits. So these are great to give as gifts. These are great to sit down with your friends, especially if they love the projects that you make and you're wanting to show them a little bit about stamping. This is a great way to get your family and friends to see what stamping's all about, but then it's not breaking the bank at the same time because everything is already in here that you need. Oh, sorry, you guys. And then also these will come with the exclusive stamp set. Now, with your paper pumpkin, just know with your very first paper pumpkin that you purchase, it's going to come with a clear acrylic block for you to mount your stamps on. Now, we do have kits that don't have stamp sets in them if you don't want to stamp. It has paper that's already been laser written on and die cut and all that kind of stuff if you don't want to deal with stamping. But with the ones that do have stamp pads, just know that each one of them is going to come with a block. So with this, only your first one's going to come with a block. But then if you want more Stampin' blocks or the acrylic blocks, each one of your stamping kits are going to come with another block. Where do I find the kits that are on sale? I'm assuming that all of the kits are going to be on sale because it doesn't say the discounted kits are only available while supplies last. It doesn't say that there's only exclusive ones, but you can wait until till tomorrow and then simply go to shopdannygarola.com and go into my store where it says shop. It's the first little button there. Go into my store, and once you're there, you will then go down where it says see all, I think it's what it says, or specials or something like that. Hit the kits collection, and then it will reflect all the prices when they're on sale. So you'll see that. I think they're either in pink or red or something like that that shows you the discounted price. I think it actually shows you the regular price and then the discounted price. So you can see how much you're saving with those kits. Because I don't think, when I printed this off, I don't think it said specifically kits names. So if that helps you out. All right, my new kit class. So my to-go kit for the month of August. This is the Fresh as a Daisy kit class. This is so cool. So for this month's class, I actually designed 5 cards for you guys. So in this kit, you're going to get enough supplies to make 10 cards. That's 2 of each of the 5. Plus, you're going to get a half pack of the gorgeous Fresh as a Daisy. You're going to get a half pack of this designer series paper. You're also going to get a half pack of the adhesive backed solid gem. So you're going to get a half of this, which it's got the, if you can not see the top ones up there, it's got that lolly lemon up there that goes beautiful with this paper. And then you are going to get a third of a pack of this. This is called the Wavy Trim. You're going to get a third of a pack of that. So you're going to get quite a bit of this. You're going to be able to make a lot of projects with the leftovers of this and your paper, but I will include all the stuff to make the 5 cards times 2. So you're going to get enough stuff to make 10 cards. So let me show you really quick the cards. I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of them. I don't know where my tape went to hold this, but that's okay. So let me get this out of the way. I just wanted to show you what that's going to come with. And then these are the 5 cards. There's the first one. Here's the second one. There's the third one. The fourth one, this is kind of a neat little fun fold here. And then this is the last one. Now this one, I'm gonna give you guys the option to either turn it this way or this way, depending on how you want your card to be orientated, whether you want it portrait or landscape style. So that'll be your guys' option to how you want your card. So those are the 5 cards that are going to be on the PDF, and it is a step-by-step PDF that tells you how to make those cards. And so that is available starting tomorrow. You can read all the details on my blog today. I've already posted it, but registration starts tomorrow for that. There is an option if you just want to purchase the PDF from me, but the PDF will not be available until the kits start being mailed. Oh my goodness, you guys. So starting August 14th, when the kits start being mailed out. So if you register now through the 14th, or from the 1st through the 14th, I will get all your cards or your kits put together. Those will all get out in the mail starting August 14th. And then that day, I will also push all of those PDFs out if you've registered for the PDF. So just so you know about that. Okay, mystery stamping for the month of August, you guys. Let me tell you the dates here. Let me get my little calendar opened up. All right, so we have the mystery stamping supply list will come here on this Facebook page. I've already got the event created, so you'll just have to come back here on the 9th to see the supply list, or you can always go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, and you can go to mystery stamping. Now, let me tell you a little bit of something that I've done on my blog. Instead of having the top little buttons up there, because I can only do so many, I've now put them down the right column. So you'll see a little tab that says categories. That's what's going to be the categories. That's where you're going to find my monthly kit class. That's where you're going to find my weekly Make It Monday class, like what we're here for today. This is my Make It Monday class. So just to let you guys know, I've changed things around. You're going to see mystery stamping there. You click that tab and you're going to see all the mystery stampings. And I have not posted the new one on my blog yet for August. I will do that tonight when we're done here. The actual mystery stamping live, when we actually put the card together, is going to be on Wednesday the 16th. And then I will then draw the winner from those of you who submit your cards over on Pink Barn Stampers, and I'll explain all that. And you can also read about all that that's over on the blog on how to enter your cards once you've made yours. I will do the winner on the 23rd of August, okay? Because that first week just doesn't work for me, because like I said, we are going to be, or not August, never mind. We are going to the hospital September. I don't know why I was talking about August. So no, August, we've got things that are good. So yeah, September is when we go to the hospital. Why I was thinking August, I was like, wait a minute. I am in the first week of August. Jeez Louise, it starts tomorrow. We're not going to be in the hospital then. No, we go up after Labor Day. So, all right, let's get to the winners of last week's projects that we did. So last week I had made these super cute cards using the Charming Sentiments set. Now that set used to come together but now it is no longer, so you have to buy those separately, but it is an amazing set that I think everybody should have in their collection. So I did this blending for you guys to show you this beautiful, beautiful card. So this card here, for liking last week's video, is going to Miss Anna Rebadoo. So Anna, this card is going to come your way, my dear. So watch for your happy mail. All right, and then for commenting last week, so all you have to do is come in here, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, let me know your weather, or share my video and let me know that you have shared it by simply dropping in the comments, shared. And then that also gets you included into the share category and the commenting category. All right, this one here is this super cute little fun fold that we made. And it's kind of a little easel card. And it just props up on this little piece here that you're going to pop up. So it just sits just like that. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I love this card. This card here is going to go to Denise Wager. I think it's Wager. Is going to come your way. Now, Denise, I do not think that I have your address. So when we are done here, either go over and do instant messaging on the messenger and send it to me that way, or you can email me your address at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com. Do not write it in the comments here. People don't need to know your business. For sharing last week's video, I am giving away the Approaching Perfection. Now, this was a celebrations item this last time. It's got some really, really awesome. I loved this set. And so I got a couple of them when we had our celebrations. The bad news is I forgot your birthday. The good news is I forgot your age. Isn't that so cute? You've got a balloon and some little candles here. So what if you're a year older? You're still fabulous. Woohoo! Happy birthday. If things really do get better with age, then you're approaching perfection. Isn't that awesome? Hello, Arlene. And then you've got newsflash, birthdays found to be good for health. Studies show that people who have more birthdays live longest. So really, really cute stamps here. So this set here for liking or for sharing last week, this is going to Vicky Ekins. So Vicky, this is going to come your way. This has got, these are cling stamps here. And then you've got your little stickers to stick on the top of that. So that is going to go to you. And I'm pretty sure I've got Vicky's address and I've got Anna's. Denise, you're the only one that I don't believe that I have your address. Woohoo! Okay, so let's get down to the cards that we're going to make today. Let me get all this put over here so I don't misplace anything. Got to keep everything in its own little piles since I've got things going on here. Let me grab... tons and tons of stuff, so. I didn't finish unloading my little basket over here because my mom wants to go buy a new bed tomorrow. So we got to talking about picking up her bed, and I just kind of forgot what I was doing. Surprise, surprise. I figured my basket would unload itself. Wishful thinking, right? Okay, so for the first card that we're going to make tonight, so how this works is I'm going to make 3 cards tonight. You're going to love them. Now, when I make those, you guys will then have through Friday, I think Friday is Friday the 4th. Yes, Friday the 4th, to place a $35 or more order with me, and you must use my host code, my current host code, and I will send you enough materials and cardstock to make the 3 cards that I am making tonight. The only thing you have to do is you have to have your own stamps, your own pins, all that sort of stuff. I will send you all the paper, and I will send you any of the ribbon that I use. I don't send the embellishments. That's something you can use of your own stash that you have. Now, I will give you guys just a little FYI. You don't have to use the same stamp set that I have to make a beautiful card. There are plenty of Christmas stamps out there. It wouldn't even have to be a Christmas stamp, but there are so many stamps out there that you could have in the center of this with a sentiment and have this card be still gorgeous. I just want you guys to know, so you're not like, oh, well, I can't use that because I don't have that set. But this is the Trucking Along. This is my Make It Monday. I do this weekly for you guys. This is Make It Monday Trucking Along class. So all these cards that I'm making tonight are going to be featuring the adorable, brand new online exclusive. This is the Trucking Along Punch, and then the Trucking Along Photo Polymer Stamp Set. So these are all clear. You can see through them when you're stamping because you've got some two-step stamping when it comes to the tree and the inside of the truck and the outside. So very, very wonderful for using 2 different colors on these. And like I said, and that punch, so that is in my online exclusive store. You will not find that in any of our catalogs. That is online only. For, well, I'll do that later because that's not even for this card. So well, I'm going to set this aside and we're going to go ahead and make this card. Now, I made a few little changes to this card after I had kind of been looking at it. Why does my camera look like it's so crooked here, you guys? Hold on. No, that just made it worse. Did that straighten us out a bit? Okay, that's a little bit better. Eek. Jeez. Okay. Looked like I was in a whirlwind. So I used real red on this card. I am really into a deep red. So I have switched this card that, oh, is the punch out again? Oh my goodness. See, it came and it went, and then it came, and then now it's gone again. Well, hopefully it comes back soon. I didn't look and see when the estimated time is of when it's going to come back into stock. So this, I decided to use Cherry Cobbler with this card because I love those deep reds. So I'm just going to fold this in half and burnish this down. That is my card base there. Then I have decided to bring in the gorgeous paper that is from the One Horse Open Sleigh. This is a 6x6 piece of paper. Now, just to let you know that depending on how many people I have to send kits out to, I just want to let you guys know that you might not all get the same paper, but as you can see on this one, I used that piece of paper, but on this this card that I'm going to make tonight, I'm going to do a different variation, and I'm going to use this piece of paper, which is this piece right here. So with this gorgeous paper, you have got some of the most gorgeous, snowy, like I'm just in heaven with this paper. I want to be in this scene, in this nice cold, wintry scene. So you've got gorgeous, gorgeous winter scenes. Oh, that is the back side of that. The back side of that is those trees. So very, very fun paper. The green is on the back of that one. You've got this blue stripe with, look at that, like it's a view looking down into the forest. This one here has the wood grain on the back. Look at that with the little deer standing in the middle. Isn't that so cute? Ah, love it. This scene has the Night of Navy and some misty moonlight in it. Look at that with the broken fence. Isn't that adorable? And look how beautiful this is with this fox stuck in this snowstorm. Some more wood grain. If you guys have missed our wood grain paper, there's some in this set. We're gonna be using a piece of this red here. And then you've got a cabin in the snow with some red. And then another piece of red with another scenery. So very, very, very pretty, you guys. I advise all of you to get this paper, regardless whether you want to be making snow, scenery, Christmas cards right now. But trust me, you're going to want this paper because not only the beautiful scenery on there, but those wood grains on the backside. Okay, so I have chose this piece, which the backside was the blue. I'm gonna place this right here. Now remember, tomorrow you guys will be able to catch all the replay video of this these cards being made. You will also see all the dimensions over on my blog tomorrow, and you will see a shopping list there. Okay, so let's get out all the little bits and pieces that we need here. So that is going to be the base of my card. I'm using that. I then cut one of the biggest circles from my, of course, my stylish shapes, because have I made a card like in the last, God knows, 3 months not using one of these dies from the stylish shape? It's kind of like my go-to. So you guys can see that this set is very much getting its worth. Then I cut the second from largest in a piece of white. That's gonna stick there. We're going to stamp that super cute little truck and the tree on the front of this. So let's grab the little truck. See, I was even going to do this. See, I come over here and I get to talking with my mom, and then I don't get things taken care of. I was gonna put a new piece on this, but it's okay. It'll work. Okay, I have to put my hair up for a minute because otherwise it is gonna drive me bananas because it is blowing all in my face with this little fan that's on over here. Okay, I'm gonna take Memento because I'm going to be using my blends to color this truck in. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna place it kind of as low as I can without that truck leaving the circle. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on that for now. I'm then going to grab the little tree. And I am using the little outline piece first. And again, I'm gonna stamp this in Memento. And we're gonna place that just sticking out of the back of this truck because he is hauling this tree home to get decorated for Christmas. Oh, I gotta find my chamois. There it is. Okay, now we're gonna grab the solid tree and add some color to that. Okay, using garden green. Now this is that two-part stamping that I was telling you about, that you can put the outline down and then stamp right on top of it. So you can see those little white bits where it looks like it has been snowed on. Okay, put that little tree away since we're done with that. Okay, now we are going to color this. So I'm gonna grab my cherry cobbler and I'm gonna use my light pool party. And then I have brought in my light smoky slate. But on the bottom here, you've got this weird looking stamp. Now these are actually the wheels of your truck. So you can stamp that in black and black those in, or you could use one of your black Stampin' blends, or you can use your Stampin' Right black marker to fill in the tires, but it just works so perfectly. I'm gonna actually move this because that's lifting. And hopefully you guys don't get my head in the middle of this. And then that fits right in those little tire bits. Isn't that cute? Perfect. Hello, Melanie. So let's do our dark cherry cobbler. I'm just gonna do the wheel wells here. Just to add just a little bit of shadowing. Ooh, the thunder is really crashing out there. Okay, I'm gonna go across this line right here, come down here, just around the corner of this. Okay, now using my light. Hello, Betty. Then I'm just gonna come in with my light cherry cobbler and just blend these together. Now I'm gonna watch that little window so I don't get it marked up, because we're gonna use that light pool party to make it look like it's that glass pane. Ooh. Do you guys see my lights just flicker? Yikes. Okay, there's that little truck. Now I'm going to use the light smoky and do the little bottom rail here, the little black, or the little back fender here, and then the inside wheel wells. Hopefully I don't lose you guys and lose my internet. Sometimes these storms knock out. Okay, then I'm gonna grab that light pool party and this right here. Okay, there is my super cute little truck. Now, we don't want to leave this truck just floating in midair, because I think that looks kind of silly. So let's grab there's this little lined piece here. And we're gonna place this underneath the tires here. Okay, there's that. Now we are going to adhere that straight to our little circle. Okay, like that. Let's adhere these pieces down. Now, these are both going to bump right up to each other. So when you go to place your designer series paper, you're going to want to watch your margins around your edges to make sure when you go to place this that you're gonna have that same size margin on the other side. So that's why I like using the green glue, because I have a little bit of time to move this and get that in place to make sure everything is even. Okay, so I'm gonna take this piece here. Place that just like that. Okay, I need to take a drink here. It looks like we have a unwanted guest on here. And it looks like they were trying to reply to Becky. If one of you can please go into the comments and make sure you, yes, Peggy, we do. So I need one of you guys to go in there and either report that person or delete their messages, because I don't want stalkers or trolls or whatever you want to call them messaging anybody, because nobody should be being messaged through this card class. Just saying. We're here to learn how to. Perfect. Thank you, Sheila, so much. Okay, so here is our base. We also have the rest of my bits I put over here. So then I have taken, using, of course, my my stylish shapes, I have cut out the biggest banner in white. And then I have just a little bit slighter. This is garden green. This piece is just gonna go right behind that to kind of just give you a pop behind that white. So that white's not just sitting against that. It just kind of adds it a little bit more when you've got that green there. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna wait on popping that up until we get our sentiment put on here. So I need to get my not real red, I need to get cherry cobbler. Now where is it? Oh, right above the real red. Pay attention, lady. Okay, I'm gonna use cherry cobbler. And I am going to put the wishing you a festive Christmas on there. Thank you very much, Becky. Sorry that happened. I'm glad you guys caught that. Because nobody should be messaging you, telling you that you need to do anything. Okay, I'm gonna move this pretty close to the edge here. Just like that. Oh, so pretty. I love that cherry cobbler on white. Oh, I just think it's such a, just a gorgeous contrast. Okay, so what I'm going to do with that is we are going to cut some of this off first and foremost, because I think it's just longer than what we need, or we can just leave it and put our truck there. Yeah, maybe we'll just leave it. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue this to this green, making sure it's just being hidden right behind that banner flag. Okay. And then it's going to get added right to the bottom of my card right there. But I want to make sure that wherever I place it, I don't cover up the S on my Christmas. So if I put it up too high, then my circle's gonna cover that. And then Christmas. So we wanna make sure that we move it down. So this is where I always say, do a dry fit before you adhere and commit. Make sure it's right the way you like it when it doesn't have adhesive on it. And then you can always, you know, move things around when it doesn't have adhesive. But once it's glued down, you're kind of committed. So I'm gonna place that right there. Then we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back of this. Okay, hopefully with you guys doing what you needed to do, hopefully the spam person is gone. I don't see them anymore. Okay, now I'm gonna take this little truck and lift it up just a little bit, but I wanna make sure that, oh, see? All my mom's machines are telling her that she's got a weather alert. So there is our beautiful cherry cobbler trucking along little truck. And here is, let's get embellishments on this first, because that just kind of does a whole bunch of something to our card. Now these are called the brushed metallic adhesive back dots. Now I'm going to use these ones that almost have a green tint to them. I think it goes really well with the greens that we've got on here. So let's grab my take your pick tool and put some of these embellishments on here. I'm gonna do that. We'll put this one right up there, and then another little one right up here. Okay, just like that. There are our embellishments. All right, so there you can see the difference between the two. You've got the real red, which is still gorgeous, don't get me wrong, and then the cherry cobbler. So you can see the difference in the contrast of the bright red or that deep, like deep red. I'm a sucker for the deep red, so there you go. So there is card number 1. All right, let's get to card number 2. Let me clear off a little bit of my space here. Now, card number 2 is, oh, adorable. Okay, let me get all my bits and pieces out of this. Okay, card number 2, look at this. Isn't that so stinking cute? Oh, so again, you guys, when you get the supplies for this card, when you shop with me, you can use any big sentiment up here. I am using the sentiment that is from the Sending Smiles. That's this one here, and I'm using the Sending, and then I am still using the sentiment from the Trucking Along. It says Sending You Sunny Thoughts, but I'm just not going to put ink on the Sending because I already have the big Sending mounted to a block here that I'm going to use, and it's going to say Sending in the big, You Sunny Thoughts. So pretty cool. You can mix and match your stamps that way. So my card base is thick basic white, and we're just going to simply, I've already scored that in the middle because it's thick, you need to make sure you've scored it. There is our card base. Then I've got a couple little strips here. I've got the, this is Blueberry Bushel is what that's called. Now that is our gingham. This is called the Glorious Gingham 6x6. Now this comes in some of those new colors that we have. You've got the pecan, the blueberry bushel, you've got the lemon lime twist, pretty peacock, and the berry burst. And the opposite sides of all of these colored papers are the little tiny gingham. So you've got the big gingham, and then you flip it over, and it's got the little sided gingham. So that's what I am using today for this card. And I am using the More Dazzle. This is a 6x6 paper. You get it in the champagne and in the gold. Very, very shimmery paper. It just, is to die for. It just really adds that pop to your card. Okay, so we are gonna place our piece of gingham down first. Then we're gonna put our beautiful shimmery, our dazzly, I guess you might say, and then our black, okay? And then we're going to do some stamping. So let's get this on here first. See, there's the back side. You could use it if you decide. Okay, and then we're gonna put this little strip of More Dazzle. I'm using the champagne. This is basic black. Okay, just like that. We need this is Melon Mambo, right? That's not what it's called? Yeah, Melon Mambo is this color here, a bright cherry pink. And I am just gonna use the little truck. And the punch. Done with that Christmas sentiment, so we can put that away. Okay, grab the little truck. And we are just going to stamp this truck directly on this paper. Then I don't have to worry about coloring or doing anything like that. It's just gonna be on there like that. I'm gonna actually stamp this twice because I wanna show you guys something. Okay, so what you could do is I have the Stampin' Up! Chalk marker. Now, if there's any little areas on here that you would like to add some white to just give it a little bit of contrast. So in other words, you want to color in the whites of the wheel. You can take your chalk and add the white in to cover some of that pink, just like that. All right, then you can come in here and you can kind of add just a little mark over the wheel well. Do the same thing up here, along up here. You could color in the windows to make it look, you know, a little bit like it's seen through and you're not seeing through to pink. You can come up here to the roof, along the bottom here. You get what I'm saying. It can just add a whole nother aspect to the paper. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't. It was just something that I wanted to show you guys, that you could do that with a chalk pen. So So I'm going to punch out the other one. I'm not gonna have the white on this. Hello, Vicky. So there is our little truck. Now I don't need those little pieces there. I'm just needing the truck. So what I want to do first, again, with my whole dry fit theory, is I'm gonna hold this here. I do need to grab the little floral piece that I'm gonna put in the back of this truck. Now I'm using those super cute little daisies. So I'm going to use the little outline piece first. Just holding this truck here, I'm going to lay this down on here and pull that up and then stamp. If you want to, you could leave the truck there when you do it, but I like to have it move down just a little bit so you don't see all the stems there, and that's just what I do. But you can do it however you like. You could actually line it up with the truck there and stamp. You could do it that way. Okay, let's grab the little inside piece of those flowers, and I'm going to grab my blueberry bushel. And I need my little scrap here. Okay, good. It's telling me there's a flash flood warning. Okay, I'm gonna stamp off once off of that blueberry bushel because I don't want it super heavy. It helps if I turn my stamp the right way, because I want to still be able to see the outline of these flowers. So there we go. That's it stamped off once. Then I'm just going to grab this is my light Granny Apple Green. And then I'm just gonna add just a touch of color to those leaves and the little stem. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of this. One there and one there. Okay, before I put this down, I'm going to take my big sending stamp and I'm going to ink that up. And I'm gonna flip this open. Make sure that's got a good black. Okay. And then I'm gonna take it, I'm just gonna slightly tilt it right like that. Hold it for a couple of seconds to let that soak in and marinate into that paper. And I'm gonna grab my other block here because I'm gonna put that sending you. Okay, beautiful. That's when you kind of just let it sit there and soak in. It really makes a difference to those crisp colors that you want to have. Okay, so again, I'm gonna throw this like down on my paper so I know that it's got its natural straightness to us, because if I try to pick that up and set it on here, it's gonna be wavy. I'm not gonna get it straight. So if I just throw it down, it keeps its natural straightening to it. Then I'm gonna turn this, knowing that I don't want the sending on there, or you can take a small sticky note and do it that way. I just go like this because I can see, because this is a photopolymer, that I just want the U in there. And then I turn it over, make sure there's no ink anywhere I don't want, and then place that right like that. Beautiful. Okay, now I can take this and I can fold this back together, and we're going to take off the backing of our little truck. And we're gonna place this setting right like that. Isn't that so cute? Okay, let's put some bling on this baby. Okay, you're gonna get our take your pick. Now these are those 4 trio. This is called the Tencel Gem 4-pack. You've got this in those new colors. Get out of here. I'm gonna take a couple of these small pink, like that. Then I'm gonna take a small blue, put it right there. Take a big blue, and we're gonna do it on the dot of that sending, and then let's do a big pink right up there, just like that. So that is card number 2. What do you guys think of that one? Isn't that so cute? It's just very kind of country, hometownish, you know, with the gingham. I think it looks really kind of cute. So there's card number 2. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do an inside to this card. So what I need to do is I need to grab a small little sliver. I didn't even decorate the other inside of it either. What am I thinking? The inside has to be just as equally gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna take this and we're gonna put this down the inside, even though our design is going across the front there. We're gonna go this way. Isn't this such a fun set? I know, I absolutely love it. And I love, well, you guys know how I'm a sucker for versatility, because this is not a Christmas card. You know, you've got some Christmas going on in there, but then you've got those fun palm trees with the surfboard. So, I mean, you can make these birthday cards, anything. I mean, it's just, I love that. I love when they give us something that we can use for, you know, many, many times throughout the year on different occasions. So there we go. There's the inside. So, so cute. Okay, that is card number 2. So let me set that aside. I gotta get that thing out of the way because I'm gonna wind up sticking my hand in the ink, and that will not be fun. So let me clean that off really quick and get some things reorganized here so I can find my desk again. Are you guys clean, stampers, or are you guys kind of messy? I guess I shouldn't say clean. I should say, are you organized, stampers? Or do you just kind of have a hot mess like I do? I mean, it takes time to have to clean everything up, right? And when you know, I'm kind of on a time crunch here. You know, you guys don't want to sit here all day long just watching me organize. That's not fun. Well, I guess to some people, organization can be fun. Like if you're my mom, she likes to organize all day long. I'm like, hey, you could be spending your day making a card, but no, she's spending her day organizing all of her embellishments. And I'm like, well, you know, those embellishments don't do you much good when you're not making a card with it. I like to tease her. That's okay. I love her dearly. Okay, so card number 3. Wait till you guys see this. Oh, look how cute. Isn't that so adorable? So on this card, I used both of those designer series papers. So I used the Glorious Gingham and I used the, oh, what is that called? The One Horse Open Sleigh. I used that wood grain up here. This base is pecan. It is called Pecan Pie. So let's get the pieces out for it. Okay, our base is Pecan Pie. We are going to fold this in half and burnish it. If I can find my bone folder hiding somewhere. Okay, there's my card front. That I'm gonna get out of the way because I don't need it anymore. Then I have that piece of, now on the back side, your landscape goes this way and your grain for your wood goes this way, but I'm gonna flip it. I want my grain going up and down. I just kind of like that look. Then I am using the small gingham again, which again, you could flip it over and use the big. Okay, so let's adhere this down. Watching my margins on here. Okay. Okay, there's our first piece. Then I need another layer of that pecan pie. And then my white layer is a 1/4 of an inch smaller than that. Now we're gonna have fun with this white piece. So let's get out my piercing mat again because we are going to add some ink to this. So I'm gonna grab my small little blending brushes and I need my Granny Apple green and my Balmy Blue. Okay, I'm gonna start with Granny Apple and I'm just going to apply some of that, swish it off just a skosh. I want to leave, you know how when I'm normally adding, oh yeah, so there's quite a few of you that are messy stampers, okay? I feel you. I feel your struggles. Normally I tell you guys to get it like where it doesn't have those swirls, but for this, I want those swirls because those are gonna add kind of a look that I'm going for because it's going to look more natural, like it's the grass along the bottom of this. So see how it's kind of darker in some patches and then lighter. I want that for this technique of putting the color on here. So there's my grass. I guess I might say texture. Maybe that's the word that I need. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with my Balmy Blue. Same thing. I want, see how that went really dark? Now that looks like the sky because there's clouds, and when the sky has all those different textures in it, it just really looks good like that, I think. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. So let me hold that up a little bit, and then you might be able to see those different, those different little wisps in there. I like that look for a sky and a grass ground. Okay, let's get those out of the way. We're gonna still need that balmy blue. All right, so what we're going to do with this piece is I am going to grab my truck. I'm going to stamp right on this piece here, right like so. Okay. I'm then going to grab the tree. Now again, the tree has the 2-part stamp to it where you're going to do the outline first. So here's that tree. We're going to stamp it once kind of, let's go up here, and then we'll do it again up over here. Okay. Then I need to grab my chamois wherever the heck I put it. All right, then I want the inside of the tree, the more full detailed piece. And then I'm gonna use Garden Green again. Then I'm just gonna put that right inside, if I can see what I'm doing here. That little tree. Okay, whoops. Helps if I get enough ink on there. The best way to do it is line up your little tree trunk. I kind of missed on that one, but good thing I have another one of these already made. All right, so there is that. Then I'm gonna take my light pecan, or no, I'm gonna take, where did I put my other brown pen? I'm going to take my dark pecan and I'm going to color in the tree trunk of that. Okay. Then I'm going to use, I'm going to put this away. I need the little ziggy-zaggy piece that it looks like grass. I'm going to put it right underneath that one and underneath this one. So again, our trees aren't just standing in limbo. I'm going to use the tuxedo black. Put it underneath our truck tires again. Just like that. While I've got this out, I'm going to grab my scrap piece here while I have my black open, and I am going to stamp the every day is a fresh start, and I'm just gonna stamp that right here, and then we are going to die cut that with those stylish shapes. Let me see, where did I put them? Okay, and then let's see, what else do I need? I need to put on this back layer of this truck. So I'm going to use my early espresso and the little wood piece to the, it looks like they're little wood planks around the back of the truck. I'm gonna stamp those right on there, just like that. And then I need the solid stamp of the truck. And pecan pie. Okay, this is the solid piece. Now again, why I love photopolymer stamps, so we can see all the way through them. So when I line this up, I'm going to just get it in that area of that truck, just like that. And it already has the little whited out pieces on this, so it's already gonna leave almost that little antiquing look to it. Okay, let's do those little tires. I think it's time to re-ink my Memento pad. Okay, there's that. Doesn't it go just perfect with this truck? I 100% agree with you, Nancy. That's why I knew I had to show it to you guys with the gingham. Because once I paired those two together, I was like, okay, these two are meant for each other. Okay, now I'm going to grab my other little floral design that's gonna go on the back of this truck, which is the, ooh, I got black ink on this. Didn't clean it all too well. Where's it at? I'm gonna be using those little flowers again. I'm gonna use the same ones. Okay, so again, in Memento Black, I'm gonna use these, and I'm going to now pop these above the little wood thing around the truck because I want those showing out of the top of that, because otherwise half of it, if I went down to the bed of the truck, you're gonna lose half your little design. So I take it as if it's on the top of that, sticking out. We're seeing all the little flowers. Then again, coming in with that, no, actually, I'm gonna color them in. I'm gonna use my Daffodil Delight to color in the little flowers. Bright and cheery. Just like that. Come back in with my, I'm gonna use the dark Granny Apple Green because we've got the Granny Apple Green down here. I want these to be able to be seen. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to add a couple of clouds because we can. So I'm gonna use the open cloud. I'm not gonna do two-part stamping with that. I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. So I'm gonna take a couple of these little clouds and put my piercing mat underneath here because I'm going to stamp a couple of them off the edge. Just like that. All right, now what we need to do is I'm going to grab this piece, and I need to, I think I forgot the other set of dies, but I'm hoping that it'll work with these. Where did I just put them? I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to be wide enough. Nope, it's going to cut it off. Shoot. All right, well, I'm going to just show you, and I will finish it and take pictures of it at home because I forgot the other die. I actually used the die, what is that called? Do you guys know? It's got the little squares, and then it's got the banners. What was it called? What was it called? Shoot. But anyways, I didn't grab the right dies because it's the one that has the banners and it has the, let me see if this one will work. You know what? I'm going to try it with that one. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go try to cut this. But if I could remember the name, hello, Bonnie. If I could remember the name of that die set for the life. Well, we're going to make this work, so just hang tight. Let me get this straight on here. Ooh, you know what? I think this might just work. Now, it's not the one that I used for that other card, but, you know, if you already have this set and you don't want to have to buy another set of dies, but I do need to look in the catalog and tell you what that is, because that's going to bug me. Right there, the Nested Essentials dies. I use the second from smallest of the little banner one. That's what I used on that other card. But I just made it work using the Stylish Shape dies. So if you have the Stylish Shape dies, don't fret. You don't need to buy another set of dies unless you want those nested dies because they are awesome. But just to save you on having to get another set for when you're going to be using the Stylish Shapes on a lot of these cards, you might want to just go with that set if you don't have it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mat this. Oh no! I know all day long when I'm using my phone and then I know that I have my video, like an hour before I know that I'm going to go live, I have to go put my phone on the charger. Because I'm like, okay, if I don't have a fully charged, I start stressing. Because I'm like, God only knows what's going to happen. And my phone will die in the middle of filming, and that would be embarrassing. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to cut off. I think I'm going to go right above. Well, actually, I'm going to get this put on here first because we can go up a little bit further. So let's add this. I'm going to use dimensionals and pop this piece up, this layer. Because dimension makes everything wonderful. Okay, that's gonna go on there, watching all of my sides. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna take this and I'm going to cut it right along there. Now, that might be a little bit too much, but I think it might work. Yeah. I think I want to try to stamp that a little bit straighter though, because that looks a little crooked and that's going to bug me. Not that I'm going to get it any straighter the second time, but you know what? I have to at least try because I can see that it's very crooked on that. So let's try stamping this a little bit straighter. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's get rid of that one. And we're gonna put this one right like that. I'm gonna cut this down just a skosh and have that go up. Okay, perfect. So what I need to do is I need to put a little piece of my dimensional at the very, very top of that because that's gonna sit on the back of that and needs to adhere, but still hold that little piece up because the rest of it's going to get adhered down to that layer. So just pull this off now. I'm going to turn this and take that right up to the tippity top of that designer series paper and then add that. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take, now this is the Baker Twine Essentials Pack. I'm gonna use this darker color over here. Had to help your husband with the tractor. Is it dark there or do you guys still have light? Or is he out using the tractor in the dark? I know you're up in Canada, Wendy. Oops, helps if I can get my fingers to work here. Okay, just pull that through. It's still light there. Do you guys get to see the northern lights where you're at? That is a dream of mine. I want to see the northern lights. I'm like, okay, I think maybe I need to go to Norway. I know you can see northern lights in a lot of places, but Norway just looks beautiful anyways. I mean, it looks cold, but it still looks beautiful. Okay, so I need to fix this because it keeps turning and twisting on me. So there we go. There's my little bow. The third one is the best, I think, because of the color of the truck, right? Isn't it so cute? Well, my bow is being a bow, just being a turd. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my little snot dot here and I'm gonna roll it up into a taco, place that right there, and then try to hold this without it flipping on me and place that down just like that. Because I think once I get it adhered, nope, see, I thought too soon. Well, you know, it is what it is. It's gonna bug me though. Ay, ay, ay. Where is the bow maker? Ah, look. I'm gonna do it this way because that's gonna bug me because it's not wanting to be straight. So yeah, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna use cheater method here. Use the old bow jig. Because sometimes bows will work for me and other times I struggle. Okay, now let's put that on there. Much better, see? It was so cute. These cards kind of reminded me of earlier today. I grabbed out a game for me and my daughter. And it's hard because you guys all know that my daughter is pretty disabled. So she can't use her hands and she can't like answer questions like when we're playing a game. But you know what? I do it anyways with her. And so we were sitting on the floor and it's this strategy, kind of a puzzly game where you have to get the horse. You start at a starting point and then it's kind of a, you have to lay the little tiles down and then you have to make the horse jump over the little horse jumps and then make it out the end. So I was playing around with her, and I would hold the horse and I would get it, and then I would wee, and then I would jump it over the thing, and she would get to laughing so hard. It was the cutest thing. I mean, like I said, even though she wasn't playing with it the way that it needed to be played with, it was still just so stinking cute to hear that laugh of hers, because she thought I was just being such a goofball with this horse whinnying. And then when it would come out the end, like the finish line, I would push it towards her and tell her to use her hands and grab it, and she would kind of go after it and stuff. But it was cute. And so it kind of just reminded me of this whole little country style of trucks with hauling the horses. Okay, so I'm going to be adding these embellishments. Now these are the Neutrals adhesive back sequence. And these come in, you've got the white, you've got copper, kind of a brown, metallic, and then gold. I'm going to use that brown because I just think it is fabulous. So we're going to put that there, put a little one right there. And then let's do another little one. Maybe right up there. There we go. So we have got to put an inside into this card. Let me grab an innie. And some more of that gingham. If I can find where I put the pack of it. Well, hot dog, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. It's standing here, of course, right in front of my face. Should have known. Okay, we're going to grab a piece of this, and we're going to run this down the inside. Use a 1/2 inch. When I was growing up, we lived over in, it was a town called Awanga, but we used to go to Temecula, California all the time. It was just kind of, you know, up the way. And there was a little farmer's market that we would go to on the way out of town when you would leave out of the town of Temecula. Now, whether or not this place is there, this was 30-something years ago that we used to go to this place, but I can remember it so well. There were these big, like they did corn fields in the back, different seasons, they had their different crops that were growing. But they had these little tiny kid shopping carts, and I would go in there and I was able to push the little kid shopping cart around while my mom got all of her fresh fruits and vegetables and everything. But I just remember during Halloween, they would decorate the outside of this little place that just looked so vintage and so cool. They would have the scarecrows and all the gourds and the pumpkins and everything out front. It was a really cool place. And why that sticks so well in my memory, I don't know, but we used to go there constantly. It was a really, really cool place. And you know, nothing beats having fresh fruits and vegetables right there. So that was always fun. And so again, these cards kind of reminded me of that, you know, time of growing up. Kind of just takes you back a little bit. Or do you guys ever have it when like you smell something and it brings back like a memory? Do you ever do that? Or am I just a weirdo? My mom, when I was, I want to say probably like 12 or 13, she won a trip to Hawaii, and she had taken me with her. And I remember it was like that Hawaiian tropics, coconutty smelling lotion. And every once in a while, I don't particularly go buy that lotion, but every once in a while I'll get a smell. Somebody will walk by me who has that smell on them. And it flashes me back to when we were at the Polynesian Culture Center, because I remember us getting lotion and putting lotion on before we went there so we didn't get burnt. So it was just, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Okay, so here are, let me move some of this so we can get all of these cards out to show you the beautiness of tonight's cards. All right, there are all 3 cards. Again, don't forget, when you place a $35 or more order with me through Friday, you will get all the cardstock along with the ribbon. I'll put in a piece of ribbon to make all 3 of these cards. Now, like I said, you don't have to particularly have the trucking along. You could use it with any of the stamp sets that you have. There's probably something super cute out there that would fall in place, like any of the, I know we had a little van or something that was a celebration. So there you guys go. I am so glad you enjoyed these cards. I had a blast putting them together for you guys and showing you this adorable trucking along set. I apologize for the punch not being available right now, but, and I'm not sure when it will come back into stock, but it normally, within the next month, it'll normally be back in stock. I know they did send out a message to all of us demonstrators letting us know that they did not realize how well this stamp set was going to do, that they did not order enough of the punches, because I know it ran out previously and then they brought it back in and apparently now it's out again. So they were telling us, some of the marketers there at Stampin' Up! Were telling us that they had no idea that the trajectory for this set was going to be so huge. October, supposedly it's back in stock. Well, that is quite a ways away, to be honest with you. I hope maybe they will come back in sooner than that, just because this is an adorable set. But I will have you know that you don't have to have the punch. As you can see, I only used the punch for the one card, but I could have absolutely stamped here in place and then used my Melon Mambo to color that in. So if you love this set and you can wait for the punch, unless you have something in mind that you really want that punch and you want to save that 10% buying it together, then wait till October. But who knows, maybe the stamp set will be out by then. I don't know. I would just highly advise, if you love this set, to definitely buy the stamp, because it could be a standalone without that punch. So you use your discretion and you do what makes you happy. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I will see you guys on next Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And I will see you then. All right, you guys. Bye.